Maria Cagney. I'm Curator of Education and Outreach here at the museum. I've been working on the Inclusive Museums project since last November, and we're really very, very fortunate to have the financial support of Rethink Ireland under their Disability Awareness and Participation Fund. So you guys are here today because you're members of our visually impaired working group, but we also have front of house team members here because a big part of the session here today is building confidence and capacity of our front of house staff so that you can give equally welcome to visitors with visual impairment and blindness as you do to all our other visitors.
I'm William Nolan. I work in the University of Limerick, supporting students with disabilities. I've been visually impaired since birth. Trying to describe it, my level of vision is difficult. I suppose the best frame of reference I can give is, would say, in like a circle like this, I can see there are humans across from me, but it's not as exactly shadows, as in I can see different patterns of clothing and stuff, but I would be able to make out no distinction in face or hair or anything like that. So yeah, there's that. The biggest challenge I would have would be like light is a very big one for me. Sunlight in particular, if it was streaming in the windows here, it would be a lot more uncomfortable in here than it is at the moment. So I'm probably the only person in the country praying that the sun doesn't come out at the moment. I also, my eyes shake as well, so I have difficulty with like focusing on just focusing on things, especially when they're moving or if I'm moving, because everything just kind of gets a bit flashy and out of focus. So like, and then I would struggle with like reading signage and everything like that.
Hi, my name is Geraldine. I was working full time until last year. I was born with a visual impairment in my right eye. I can't see detail. It's blocked in the centre. And as a result of surgery some number of years ago, I actually lost the sight in my left eye. So say from my point of view, I can't actually see my hand or I can't see the people to my left. So I've been quite independent with my impairment, and it's only since I finished working a year ago that I've kind of got involved in different groups, and I'm actually more aware now, kind of even teaching myself. I'm at the point where if I see something I don't necessarily think is right or that could be done better, or if I need help, I'll actually start asking for it. And coming to the museum has been great because I feel a part of the group. I feel on the same level as the other people in the group, which sometimes I find as a disability you may not feel you're on their level, or you're made to feel that you mightn't be on their level. So I have to say I'm getting quite a lot from this and I'm really enjoying it. I can't read. That's where my difficulty with my eye is. I can't like when I'm facing you now, because of the way it is, I actually can't see your face or your head because it's blocked in the very centre. I can see William, I can see the colours, but I wouldn't distinguish facial features, but I can't read. And that, like, so I can't, that and things like steps, lights, to me it's fluorescence. They're just too strong for me. I don't like a really bright light. I would struggle with them, so I would. But it's generally, it's the detail that I lose in the centre. I can get around carefully. Steps and things can be difficult, like the stairs now would take a while to get used to, and I'd have to be careful. You tap going down, you put your own methods onto it sometimes, In respect to the staff, I have to say, anytime I've come in and asked for help, they've been very good.
So my name is Maeve Hennessy, I'm visually impaired. I'm a member of the Disability Consultation and Participation Network that was set up to help effectively implement the UNCRPD. I have a lack of central vision, so similar to the other members in the working group, I'm missing a lot of detail. Depth perception is an access issue as well. I often just look like I'm looking sideways at people, and I can stare at things for quite a long time, because how my impairment affects me is that things kind of phase in and out of sight. So like not to be picking on you, Maria, but since you're sitting opposite me, you know, like your head is physically there. I can't, but now as I say that, it's gone and now it's back. So I'm missing like the details.
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of the time you're missing people's facial expressions. So like smiling at somebody from across the room is no good, lads. It's a lovely thought, but it won't wait. So it's little things like that, but I think over my advocacy over the last 5 years, the most important thing I've learned is that, like, with any disability, inclusive of vision impairment, it's very much down to the individual. So we can answer your questions, but you're still going to come across new and different things from others. So just really glad to be able to actually hear kind of what are the concerns as well of staff that do want to try and support, so that we can help kind of alleviate those concerns or any questions.
My name is Ken. I'm visually impaired, and I've been involved not just in this project but the other projects that have taken place in the museum over the last year and a half or so. And I've been partially sighted all my life, and in my left eye I have no sight whatsoever. So when I'm looking straight in front of me, I can see this side of the room. All of the rest of you, you're not there. With regards my challenges daily in relation to the museum, it's navigating your environment is challenging at times. It's, for me, it seems like definition. Like sometimes I can see people in the distance, but it's telling their eyes from their nose might be a problem, for example. So I read people's body language a lot. Reading labels can be challenging, or finding the labels, more importantly. I find that technology has done a lot to make my life easier with the way you can Zoom on phones and that type of thing now. But it's more about definition for me is the challenge. I can be light sensitive, like, you know, days there can be strong glare. And then it could be like on a cloudy day or sometimes on a sunny day. But you know, most of the time I have different things that I do to manage that as well. A lot of it you don't really think about because it's something you've had to deal with all your life. So I don't have a problem with somebody asking me a question.
Objective in front of house. That's it. 17 years.
17 years.
Seen it all.
Thanks, Rach.
So I'm Rachel, front of house as well, and I'm looking forward to learning today, and I suppose our job would be welcoming people and informing them and making them feel welcome in the museum.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's exactly what it's about. Yeah. Alice?
I'm Valerie, so I'm also part of the front of house team here, and we would be happy to learn more about welcoming. We try to give a warm welcome to all our visitors here, so just make sure that we're being appropriate or that we're considering everything that all of our visitors need. We have to give a very detailed explanation of how to navigate the building to even people without visual impairment, because it's very confusing. There's 2 buildings, there's 2 sets of lifts, 2 different stairwells, so I suppose you wonder how much sense that would make to someone who can't see the visitor guide that we display at front of house with the floor plan and explaining to people where to go up and down, and the layout of the museum, because the rooms are so small here as well that there's cabinets in the walkways. I'm just now starting to think about how we welcome people, and it's actually very thought-provoking to be here today and thinking, if I couldn't read the map, how would I navigate the building? How would I know that there's an obstacle there? If the sun is streaming in the window in front of me, and like you're all reporting that you have sensitivity to light in particular, whereas I'd be the opposite, thinking the bottom of the red staircase is so low light that you might fall over, whereas it's actually nearly counterintuitive to me how you would work around here. So this is very useful to hear all your experiences, so thank you.
So I'm Teresa Crowley, I'm the director of the museum. I'm relatively new to the role, started here in April, and I would support what Valerie said about the overall legibility of the museum. It can be difficult to find your way around as a newcomer, and it's so interesting to hear everybody's input into how we can improve that for all our visitors.